Okay, children, continuing with chapter 13, today we will first finish exercise 13.3. One thing, if you can get hold of a graph book, because now a few stationery shops are open, if possible, buy a graph book because maybe we will require it in the next chapter after about a week or so. Okay. Anyways, now question number 3. Right now we are discussing sums related to cone, and as I told you the other day, the curved surface area, the formula is pi r l, and in total surface area we include the base also. So pi r l plus pi r square. So this becomes pi r bracket l plus r. In the sums involving tent, okay, caps, generally we only find the curved surface area. Okay. Anyway, now the question number 3 is there now. The curved surface area of a cone is 308 centimeter square. So this value pi r l equal to 308 they have given. Then slant height is given, and they have asked you to find the radius and then the total surface area. So it is a very simple sum, as you know. I'm just doing this one step because I find some children make a mistake in taking things here and there. So this is the first step, and then this 7 will go here and these two will go in the bottom. 308 into 7, and then after this you will just finish the sum as you know how to finish it. You will get the radius and then of course total surface area formula now you know. This is question number 3. Now let us look at question number 4. A conical tent of 10 meter height and radius of the base is given 24 meters. Find the slant height of the tent. First step. Slant height, as you know, the other day we had discussed, L is equal to R square plus H square. So this is the slant height. R and H is given, so you can easily find out the slant height. And cost of canvas required to make the tent, if the cost is of 1 meter square is rupees 70. So in the second part, as I just told you, whenever a sum of tent comes, you have to find pi r l, and this you will multiply by 70. Now remember children one thing, many children make the mistake of finding the curved surface area and then dividing by 7 first and then multiplying by 7. Don't do that, because when you find here value of pi is 22 by 7 and whatever r or l you get, when you multiply this by 70, this 7 and this 7 will get cut and your calculation will then finish very fast. So when you find the curved surface area, it would be divided by 7 if the radius, so you let it be at the denominator, because when you multiply it by 70, then this 7 will automatically get cut. Okay, then your calculation becomes easier. Okay, now question number 5 we will just do in the end because it is slightly different. First let us finish question number 6, 7 and 8. Now question number 6, the slant height and base diameter of a conical tomb are 25 meters and 14 meters. Slant height is given 25 meter and diameter is 14 meters, so radius is 7. Find the cost of whitewashing the curved surface area at the rate of rupees 210 per 100 meter square. So first of all, you will obviously find curved surface area, you know the formula, and now you will multiply by 210 upon 100. This I discussed when you were doing 13.1 also. Whenever this type of sum is there and it is given, so first term you write on top and below you write whatever after the per is there. Here rupees 210 per 100 meter square, that's how you will write it. Here also when you do this sum, when you calculate pi r l, then of course you can cut pi the 7 of with this also, so of radius, then accordingly you can then finish the sum. Question number 7, a joker's cap in the form of a right circular cone, and they have given you the base radius which is 7 and the height also they have given 24 centimeters. Find the area of the sheet required to make 10 such caps. So again you will find pi r l and then you multiply this by 10 because there are 10 caps. In all these sums here it is written assume pi equal to 22 by 7 unless assumed otherwise. So whatever they have value they have given to you in the question, only those you use. Question number 8. a bus stop is barricaded from the remaining part of the road by using 50 hollow cones made of recycled cardboard. Each cone has a base diameter of 40 centimeters. So I have taken radius to be 20 centimeters. And the height is 1 meter. If the outer side of each cone is to be painted and the cost of painting is rupees 12 per meter square, what will be the cost of painting all these cones? Now obviously these are cones and only the outer surface we are talking about, so we will have to find pi r L. Now here if we see r is there, L is not there, that is slanted, that we have to find. Now in the question if you see below, they have given you some hint. They have given you root 1.04 value, they have given to be 1.02. So right now I am just telling you why we have to use this value and how to use this. First of all, radius is 20 centimeter. So if we convert this into meter, then you get 0.2 meter because we divided by 100, so you get 0.2 meter. Now let us calculate slant height. L square is equal to r square plus h square. R they have given 0.2 square, height 1, L square. L square is equal to 0.04 plus 1, L square is equal to 1.04. So L is equal to root 1.04. So now you see this value which hints which they have given. They have given this value. Now you can use this value instead of L. You will now write 1.02. And now of course you just have to do pi r L. And how many cones are there? There are 50 cones and cost is also given. So whatever answer you first you will do pi r L and then you will multiply this by 50 and then also into 12. 50 cones are there and cost of each cone is rupees 12. Okay. Now the last term which is left is question number 5. So we will just see that. Okay. Now question number 5 is there. What length of a trampoline 3 meter wide will be required to make a conical tent of height 8 meters? Height given is 8 meters. Radius is of the base is 6 meter. Assuming the extra length of the material which will be required for stitching margins and wastage cutting is approximately 20 centimeter, and pi he has told us in this to use 3.14. Now in this question we have to remember to use the pi to with this, otherwise the answer will not match from the back. Now before we just discuss this sum, suppose this is a rectangular sheet. Okay. Now this sheet when I fold it, I can fold it in the form of a, like we get a conical tent. Okay. So now basically if we know the area of this sheet, so basically this is length into breadth. This is breadth and this is length. And he has given us breadth. Breadth is how much? Breadth is, it is 3 meter wide. He has given us. So if you want to find the length, first we have to find how much area is this sheet of. Okay, and then once we find the area then you can write equal to L into B and get the length. So in this sum, first step I want you to do is find area of the trampoline. For this you will use the formula pi r L, and L of course we have to calculate because in the question they have given you r and h. So using r and h you can calculate L. Once you calculate L, last step now you will write, I will write length into breadth is equal to pi r L. Now instead of breadth you write 3 meters. Here whatever value you have calculated, now you take this 3 meter down. Okay, and now whatever answer is there, that is your length. Okay, you will get this in decimal, so get it. Now whatever value you get, in the end he has said there is a margin of 20 centimeter. Now here everything is in meter, so adding the margin. So basically whatever length you get, add 0.2 to that, because 20 centimeter when we convert you get 0.2, so this will be the required length. Okay, so again I am repeating the sum. First step we have to do, we have to find pi RL in this sum. For finding pi RL, you have everything, radius is there, and L also you can find easily. R square plus h square is equal to L square, so you will get L. Next step you will write length into breadth is equal to pi RL, where breadth is given, you will divide it and then you will get the length, and in the end to this length you add the 20 centimeter margin also. Okay, apart from these sums I will give two more additional sums which I will write when I give the homework. Okay, so this is exercise 13.3. Cheers.